Everyone, Anne Atkinson here from Advancing Fitness. A couple of people have asked me about stretching before and after exercise, so I thought I'd do a couple of videos here to show you the difference between the two types of stretching. Before you exercise, static stretching is not a good idea because one, your muscles aren't warmed up, and two, science says that if you try stretching your muscles before exercise, they will be less effective in the exercises that you want them to do. So for instance, if you're stretching your hamstrings, they won't be as well able to do resistance hamstring exercises. They won't be as strong. The best sort of exercise to do before exercise is actually moving, dynamic stretching that gets your blood flowing, your heart pumping, your joints warmed up and loosened up, and your muscles all loosened up as well and warmed up, so that everything's ready for some strenuous exercise of whatever type you want to do. So first of all, you need to get yourself moving in a relatively gentle way, in other words, not at full stretch like you would with your exercise. So one of the things I like to do to start my heart pumping is actually some sort of jumping. So one of the best ways, I think, because it not only gets your blood flowing but moves some joints as well, is some jumping jacks. So I would start off doing some jumping jacks, about 20 or so, to get my lungs and my heart ready. My shoulders are warming up, my hips are warming up, and I'm feeling things starting to move a bit more. Okay, so then as you can hear, I'm starting to breathe a little bit differently. Okay, and then one of the next things I like to do is fully open up my hip joints. So to get movement from back to front, I usually like to balance on something just with my fingertips so I don't fall over, because my balance isn't brilliant. But so this one's going to move and open up the hip joints and the knee joint, and it's also going to stretch, gently stretch all the muscles in between. So leg swing straight out at the front as high up as you can, and kick the heel up at the back so you stretch your quads and hamstrings and get everything moving in between. Okay, you'll notice I'm not swinging my body backwards and forwards, but also keeping my chest still and just swinging the leg. I would normally do that about 12 to 15 on that side, and then obviously the same on that side. So I'm making sure everything's moving, a little bit stretched, not too elongated. Okay, another great one in a different plane. It's important to stretch back and front and out to the sides as well. Wide stance and bending one knee, the other leg straight. Just repeated stretches from one side to the other. You'll notice my torso is twisting a little bit. My shoulders are in on the act. Hips, knees, ankles, inner thighs, outer thighs, bit of glutes. Great one. Okay, once you feel you've done enough of those, you'll notice I'm keeping walking in between times, just to keep everything moving. Another one that I really like, again, works most of the body. I call this the big one because I don't know what else to call it. Arms swinging up to the top, squat at the bottom, little bit of a bounce. So again, that's the back to front type of exercise. Everything's in, everything's moving at the front of my body and the back. Okay, then I might want to move my shoulders and my waist in a different plane. So this is opening up the shoulders and also warming up, getting a bit of spinal rotation in as well. Okay, and then some of the things that you might feel the need to do are some knee raises, twisting across, so more spinal rotation. So instead of bending down body weight over knees, we're lifting knees up. So it's a slightly different type of movement to what we've done already. Okay, and all of this is getting my blood moving, my heart pumping, and my lungs ready for some more serious action. And I think you'll agree that we're nice and warmed up now for some sort of exercise, whether it's running outside, whether it's resistance in the gym, whether it's a bit of yoga or any sort of exercise. All your joints and muscles are now nicely warmed up. So hopefully you will add that into the beginning of your workouts to get everything ready and moving. And you can even do that on days off as just a little standalone exercise. So enjoy warming up. Bye for now.